Hello, welcome to this bead weaving course. My name's Sophia. I've been in the jewellery industry all my life really. In fact, I grew up surrounded by jewellery as my grandfather started one of the first fashion jewellery houses in the UK. I made jewellery for the High Street for 9 years. Then I did an MA at Central St Martin's where I developed my own complex art jewellery with beads. What I'd like to do on this course is start with some very simple bead weaving and move on to more complex bead weaving until the end where we'll make something really quite difficult. I'm going to try and keep the materials down because I don't want you to spend too much money. I think this is a great place to start learning how to make jewellery because you don't need that much equipment and you don't need an atelier. You really don't need much, you just need a few stringing materials, a few basic tools and a few basic beads, and you can really make some beautiful things. I also think that bead weaving can be a great hobby. It's relaxing, it can take your mind away. It's a bit like, I don't know, knitting or climbing or anything like that. It's if you like creating, you should really get something from this. That's it, I'd like to begin. Let's get going. I'll take you through a few of the different stringing materials first of all. I'm not affiliated with any of companies, so I'm just going to take you through the materials, literally the materials, not a brand. This is silk thread and it comes with a needle attached to it. Traditionally, you use this for stringing pearls or stringing beads. I got this on Amazon. It's just a craft wire. You use this if you're going to do any wire work. Soft touch. This is soft touch. It's actually a steel coated thread. So it has a thin layer of nylon around steel. I get the very, very fine soft touch because sometimes I weave complicated things with this, but you can get it in all sorts of different sizes. This is 0.25, which is quite thin. Here, this is what we're going to be using on this course. A lot of 0.3 millimeters is a standard size. It's a good size. It's nylon, it's clear thread. It can be called illusion thread or nylon thread, clear transparent thread. This is something you're going to want to get hold of. Fireline. I got this in America for the first time. It's really extremely strong thread, so it's great for bead weaving. I'm going to use this as well on this course, but you could also just use a normal wax coated thread, which is also good. It's more flexible, but it can be a bit more tricky to use. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the beads that are available out there. This is a box I got off Amazon. I hate to advertise Amazon, but if you haven't done any bead weaving before, this is a really cheap and easy way to get going because there's loads of colours. The beads are quite a good quality by the looks of them. Beads are a kind of donut shape as opposed to Delica beads, which you can also get on Amazon, and they are more of a uniform square shape. They're Japanese, they're very precise. This is a bigger size. You can get them on Amazon, or I love a company called Shipwreck Beads, but if you live in Europe, it can take a few weeks if you order on there. Fire polish beads. Fire polish beads are polished with fire, hence the name. They've got some facets on them. You want some 3mm and 4mm, and some crimps. Crimps is just cut off tube, and I find it useful for bead weaving. All right, and then other than that, you might want to get yourself some beading needles. You're also going to need some earring hooks, some links, and some clasps. Actually, these came with this box as well, along with a whole load of nylon, and it was only 15 €, which is fantastic, really. I got these tools in my local hardware shop, and I got the 5 of them for about €15. So I'm pretty sure most hardware shops have them. And that's really all you're going to need. Some snippers, some pliers, they're the main ones. Turners are good, usually you'll get to using them eventually. These are nice for precision cutting, and you can use these as another pair of pliers if you like. But then if you want to get proper jewellery tools, you have to go to your bead shop, or I'll give some suggestions and places you can get proper ones. But these are good enough to start with, and they're cheap. Bonus! So I hope that was informative in some way, and in the next lesson, once you've got the stuff, we'll get going and start on our first weave. See you then. Bye.